As you all know, I'm a really happy owner of my Tactix 7 Pro. I've had it for 3 years in June, which I'll be doing a 3-year video on that as we get closer, or really close to that. But I wanted a new watch and I decided to get the Enduro 3 here, which is a really nice watch for the 21 days that I've had it. I'm going to talk a little bit about it right now. So the weight on this one is 64 grams versus my Tactix 7 Pro, which is 101 grams. It is quite significant when you're holding them both in your hand, and even when you have it on your wrist, you could tell that it is much lighter. Over time, does it make any huge difference? No, but if you wore a heavier watch that is all metal, you'll definitely notice for the first couple weeks, and honestly, it is a little bit more comfortable because of this as well. The plastic on the back here, I know this was an issue for some people or thinking about it. Honestly, I don't see it being an issue at all. They did take the weight off of it because of that, and I think it's a welcomed addition. I know a lot of people that have Forerunners and has a plastic back, and it's not really that big of a deal. So if you're worried about the plastic back, I probably wouldn't be worried about it. The other thing on the back here that's new versus the Tactix 7 is the new Elevate 5, I believe, sensor. This one has upgraded metrics in it for heart rate, but I don't know if it's like that much of a difference. If you're really worried about heart rate, just put on the chest strap if you're doing intervals or whatever. The thing that this one does have is the new ECG. I don't have an issue with any of my heart or anything like that, but my friend, he does have an irregular heartbeat. He tried it the other day when he was with me, and it was pretty wild how accurate it was because he's done it before in a lab type of environment. The band here is the Ultra Fit band, which I thought that nothing could really beat the nylon band of the Tactix 7 Pro. That is a super comfortable band, even though it is quite stiff. As soon as you get it on, it is really nice and it's comfortable on your hand. It doesn't really move around. It's probably one of my favorite things about the Tactix 7. This one is really nice as well. I think it works really great because the watch is pretty light compared to like a Tactix 7. So let's talk a little bit about the screen now. The screen is a little bit easier to see inside than the Tactix 7. When you look at the backlight is a little more crisp. The contrast is a little bit better, but outdoors, no difference at all. It does though, talking about that, bring in the solar. I talked about this in another video where I did a short test. Does this really charge the battery when you're outside? The Tactix 7 Pro did not charge at all. It just mitigated the battery loss. This one indeed does charge if you're out in the sun enough. I sort of wish though that they would adopt like the Garmin Edge way of saying, hey, you did an activity for 1 hour, you gained back 50 seconds of battery or 2 minutes of battery, just like the Edge devices do. It is really nice. The lux is about 100,000 lux to gain some battery. So this does go up to about 200% of battery penetration, which is really nice because it goes above 100 in optimal conditions. The last thing I'm going to talk about on the watch is the battery life. So I've done about 10 hours of activities, GPS activities. I went golfing, regular walking, rucking. Heck, I even mowed my lawn with this with my rucking pack on, and the battery is just great. It only goes like 1% per hour during an activity for GPS, and then when you're not using it just for a normal smartwatch, it's like 0.1% or something like that, something really crazy. So currently right now for 21 days in, I have 39% battery left. I haven't charged it at all. And it says that I have 15 days additional. So if you just look at that, 21 plus the 15, this will last almost 40 days with doing GPS activities of around 10 hours, which is really spectacular. There's just a couple of things with the watch that come with this that the older ones don't, like Garmin Strength Coach and a couple other things. I'm not going to really talk about that in this video because I'm going to do a separate video on that because I don't know if it's really worth it if you want the strength coach to buy a new watch, because from what I've seen and what I've used, it's very, very basic, but that is another video. But overall, I do really like this watch. I'm going to be keeping it and selling my Tactix 7 Pro because I do like it that much. So if you have any questions on any of this stuff that I've talked about, please let me know. I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Once again, thanks for joining me. If you haven't by now, please subscribe because I'm going to be doing some more Garmin content, and I'm going to be doing some other content as well on cycling, etc. Please give my video a like and have a great rest of your day.